Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. They're finally here, ladies and gentlemen. Holy bloody god, what the hell. I've been waiting for the Fantastic Four in the MCU for so goddamn long. Holy shit, they're Marvel's first family. If you didn't notice, and or obviously if you have been living under a rock for these 60 years, they have been the first family of Marvel. And the thing is, they never actually had a proper film, obviously, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a gigantic universe, obviously, multiverse too, but the Fantastic Four never had a film since Iron Man 2008 came out that is in the MCU. Obviously, with the multiverse, like I said, there are plenty of other films like the Fantastic Fours from the Fantastic Four from 2015, or I would say obviously the Fantastic Wars, but that was actually quite that wasn't a great film. So there we go. Obviously, we had the great films from the 2000s, the Fantastic Four, obviously very interesting films too. I really like those. But dude, come on, we're back. We're so back, man. And the Fantastic Four obviously are these characters, including obviously Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, Mrs. Fantastic, and the Human Torch. And they're like a family because the Human Torch and the Invisible Woman are obviously sister and brother, and the Invisible Woman is also married to Reed Richards, which is the Mr. Fantastic, and the Thing is Ben Grimm, which is obviously Mr. Fantastic's best friend. But obviously the Fantastic Four are such unique characters, like they're beloved to my heart, together with the X-Men, which I just want to see in the MCU, and I don't want to see them being the worst versions of themselves. Obviously, the Fantastic Four are just fantastic. Haha, see what I did there. What did you say? No, just kidding. I think the Fantastic Four is going to be so damn good. Like, obviously, it's inspired by the 60s, and obviously, the Fantastic Four released in the 1960s. And I think it's perfect. Like, you know what? If the movie wasn't called Fantastic Four First Steps, I think it would be one of the best films ever. But I think the title, I'm not quite sure. That's my personal opinion, but I think the title could have been better if they just excluded the first steps part. But obviously that refers back to the space race from the United States and the Soviet Union in the 60s, and that makes sense. So I guess, yeah, all right, it's a pretty all right title, and I just hope that we'll get the Fantastic Four later down the line with other films. Obviously, the cast includes Mr. Fantastic, played by not Oscar Isaac. I want to say Oscar Isaac, but it's his best friend, Pedro Pascal. And Pedro Pascal, if you don't know, I think you've been also living on the rock for these 10 years, because he played in so many iconic roles. Like, he played in The Mandalorian, which obviously is the title character. He played in Kingsman as this cowboy guy with that fantastic edit from TikTok. You know what I'm talking about.
How would you like to ride home on a real cowboy? I got a six-pack of cold ones on ice, and my room is out all night, so you can scream my name as loud as you need to, sugar.
Hey, sexy lady.
So there you go. But we also have the great character that he did on I want to say another film role, but the first role that comes into my mind is like from the Saturday Night Live show, where he played that woman, that mother, and he played like this fantastic, funny Spanish mother. So there we go.
Alex, boy, I missed you so much. You don't talk enough, bad boy. I kill you, I put you in jail. I love you so much. Thank you. So, Brittany, what are you studying?
I'm actually studying fine art with a concentration in 17th century Baroque architecture.
So she doesn't like money.
But yeah, very interesting indeed. So we also have Vanessa Kirby. I think I know her. I recognize her from somewhere, but I just can't really given a specific role that she played. Obviously, she's a great actress. I'll put in some movies here on the screen that you might know her from. There we go. We also have Joseph Quinn, and yeah, he's mostly known for his role in Stranger Things, playing Eddie, but he also played in the new what's it called? A Quiet Place, a prequel film. Yeah, I think it's A Quiet Day, A Quiet Place Day One or something. That film, he also played in that. So there we go. He's pretty cool. I really liked him as Eddie. So I think as the Human Torch, he'll be fantastic, man. Because Johnny Storm can just be such a dick sometimes. He's very selfish, but he does love his family. So yeah, very nice, really nice casting. And we also have the actor who plays The Thing. He also plays in a lot of different roles. This is, I'm not going to tell his name because I don't know him. I should Google it. But, that's the act of just being a authentic YouTuber. I don't have time to Google stuff up. I just like to talk about the things that I love. Obviously, right now, I think he plays in the Bear TV show. I could be totally wrong though, but I think he plays in that, and he also plays in some other things. I'll put the films or the TV series that he played in on the screen, obviously, like I said. So there we go. We also have the actor who is behind Galactus. He's this character. He's this actor who also played in the newest Nosferatu film, and he has this deep Scottish accent. Oh, which I generally love. Like, holy shit. he has like this sore deep Scottish voice, and wow, I should play a clip of his voice right now.
Like when Robert gets on the phone to you and says, I've got something for you again.
I tend to know about it quite a long time before. Like this one, I think we talked about this one when we were filming The Witch in Ontario 11 years ago or something like that.
But yeah, no, I think he's cut for the role as Galactus. Like, Galactus, he's the biggest, universe eater. He eats planets for like breakfast, for dinner, and you have this actor who has this incredible voice, like that very deep, very sore Scottish voice. Bro, holy damn. Wow.
But he turns up to work just happy because they're working with Steven Spielberg. The tricky thing about working with him is that you do get starstruck. He comes up to you and he'll give you a note and say, oh, look, Ralph, I'd like you to do the thing like this. But you just see this mouth moving and you can't hear anything he's saying.
And there's also the Silver Surfer who is going to be in this film, played by a woman. So that will be very interesting. I just hope we'll get some like lonely Silver Surfer moments where she just travels between the planets, warning them that they'll be eaten by Galactus. And Galactus is also going to be the main villain, I believe, of this film. But dude, Galactus is like fucking big. So how the hell are they going to stop Galactus? I'm not quite sure actually, but we'll see in the film, obviously. We also have what's his name? Oh boy, can't remember his name. I think it's John Malkovich. Yeah, John Malkovich. Yeah, there we go. He's going to play a villain too, I believe. I think it's like Red Sun something. It's like a Soviet doctor or something that experiments on animals or whatever. So that's interesting. Okay, who else do we have left for this film? I think the actor who plays in Cobra Kai will play Mole Man, but we're not quite sure, obviously. So yeah, there we go. I think the aesthetic of the film feels so fresh. Like, I think they should do that more. Obviously, like, pick a superhero and put them in a specific time period. Like the Fantastic Four were introduced in the 60s, and their entire universe now is also 60s themed with like famous and iconic TV panels or like I don't know, like I believe Kirby, the robot is also here, or Herbie, I'm not quite sure, something like that, along those lines. But he's also very iconic, and he looks very 60s retro. So yeah, very nice. I think this film is going to be fantastic. Oh, see what I did there? No, just kidding. I think I'm so excited to see this film because, like a lot of you guys know, I'm a big film fan, and I just do love watching films so much. I think Jurassic Fantastic Super month is going to be lit because we'll be having Jurassic World film, we'll be having the Superman film, we'll be having the Fantastic Four film, the Smurfs film in one bloody month. Man, I'm going to be so broke at the end of that month, but that's okay because I'll work. But yeah, no, wow, holy shit, I can't believe that we'll get the Superman film, a Jurassic World film, a Fantastic Four film, and the bloody Smurfs film in 1 month. It's like cinema is back. And people are all around the world know it. Because I think those films are going to top the year, like Fantastic Four and obviously Superman. I just do hope that Superman does well. But anyway, this is a Fantastic Four Marvel video. But yeah, no, I think the aesthetic looks really good. I think Pedro Pascal is going to knock it out of the park playing Mr. Fantastic. And I just can't bloody wait to see this film. Because I think there are huge implications for the future of the MCU, because it's been in a bit of a shambles, so they say. I think it's been good. I guess they can still produce things, so that's nice. And obviously we'll be having Captain America Brave New World, and we'll also be having I believe what else something else, another film. But no, I think Fantastic Four is going to be the most anticipated Marvel film of the year. And dude, we're already February, and it's going to look very, very good. And the CGI in the Thing looks so good as well. Like, you know, the Thing has multiple versions of himself, but look at him. He looks genuinely so good. Like his sound effects with the rocks, it's not really that handy, obviously, because, you know, he's made out of freaking stones. But no, I think they nailed it. The animation department or the special effects department did a fantastic job. And in the film, he's going to have a wife, so the Thing is going to be happy. Or so they say. Obviously, in the trailer, we also saw that Mr. Fantastic has his doubts about his family being turned into these first superheroes, because this is also set apart from the other Marvel universe. So this is a new story in a new world, and I think that's going to make sense, you know. But there we go. Alright, like I said, Mr. Fantastic has his doubts about turning his family into superheroes. The first ones, like, you know, Mrs. Fantastic turning invisible, Ben Grimm, aka the Thing, turning into rocks, Johnny just flaming on, and Mr. Fantastic obviously stretching and stuff like that. I mean, it's not something that a normal family has, you know, like these powers. But I think Mrs. Fantastic, so the wife of Mr. Fantastic, is going to, you know, Vanessa Kirby, is going to make sure that Mr. Fantastic, aka Pedro Pascal, is going to be, you know, is going to be supported. And I think the dynamic already is so great in the trailer. Like, we have Vanessa Kirby as Mrs. Fantastic, and as the Invisible Woman, who supports her husband. In the 2000 films, we didn't really have that. We had that for a bit, but obviously, I think just that he life, Pedro Pascal is a very supportive man, and I think if he embodies that character on the screen, I think that's going to be so damn good. Holy shit. And I think Ben Grimm has always been, like, you know, before he turned into stones, he's always been hard on himself. And I think when he turned into stones, you know, he's even more harder to himself. And I think that's bloody fantastic. I mean, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, they just cooked when they created these characters. Like, every character has a specific layer, just like the X-Men. They're all so unique, so different, and that's why I love the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. You know, you have the Avengers, part gods, part machine guys, part super soldiers. But I think that's the greatest thing with Marvel. Every character has his flaws, and holy boy, that's so fantastic. You know, DC also has those things, but they rely more on the story, I would say. And I do love all of them. I do love DC and Marvel, but boy, oh boy, I'm going to be so excited to see Mr. Fantastic and Mrs. Fantastic, the Human Torch, the Thing, in Fantastic Four First Steps. So alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye everyone, or should I say fantastic.